Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Behind the Grind. So, as you guys already know, with the release of patch 9.0, just like every other patch, our data miners do a pretty good job at finding some newly leaked content coming soon to Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. And in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about a brand new PvE game mode that was recently found within the game's files that is called Stratagems. Now, Saber Interactive and the folks over at Focus Entertainment did kind of allude to this new game mode coming soon to the game, so we're kind of gonna piece together all of the evidence that we have surrounding this new game mode, and we're just gonna talk about it for a little bit. So let's go ahead and dive into the newly leaked Stratagems game mode for Space Marine 2. So as you guys already know, patch 9.0 came out, and the day right after, we got the July community update that was posted on the Focus Entertainment community page. So we got a new game mode and modifiers. Finally, a new variation will be added to PvE to bring replayability to the game. Some of you might remember when the 4.0 update brought a modifier that forced team members to stay close to each other to get their shield back. Following your feedback, we decided to remove this feature to rework it and bring it back later, integrated in a new game mode along with new gameplay modifiers each week. This new game mode will come in patch 10.0. The specific modifier mentioned above will be implemented later though. New free cosmetics and exotic weapons will also be granted for the completion of this new challenge. Stay tuned, we'll reveal more on that later. So that's just reading off of the July community update from Focus Entertainment's community tab, and they do make mention of this brand new game mode, and we're just going to go ahead and dive into that a little bit more as we move on. However, I just want to show you guys the leaks that the data miners were able to find. So this right here is the specific leak that they were able to find within the game's files, and as you guys can see all the way up in the top, it says Stratagems. Now, it is labeled under UI Tutorial Missions screen under PvE, under Heroic Deeds. So maybe the heroic deeds in order to unlock the new heroic tier of weaponry has something to do with stratagems. That's probably how you unlock this brand new tier of weaponry. And moving on from the stratagems label as a whole, it does say that in stratagems mode, you will complete missions supplemented with unique battlefield conditions. They can both help and hinder your battles. Upon successful completion of the mission, you will receive accolades, which can be exchanged for valuable resources. So that was found within the game's actual files, and I think it's pretty safe to assume that these two game modes are one and the same. I do believe that the one that Focus Entertainment was talking about is specifically Stratagems. They didn't come out and actually reveal it by name, but thanks to our data miners, we were able to figure out what this game mode is. Now, kind of dissecting what was actually posted on the community update page, it does say that it's a variation to PvE. So, in my personal belief, PvE as a whole is going to stay the same, meaning that you will still be able to play Operations and Siege separately. However, I do believe that something like Stratagem Operations or Stratagem Siege will be available for players to also engage with. With that, at the bottom, it does say new gameplay modifiers each week. So I think this is going to be a system similar to Warhammer 40k Darktide, in which an event happens from time to time, in which a big modifier acts as a brand new way to play a specific map that is already in the game. It does say that new gameplay modifiers are coming each week, so we're just going to have to stick around and see what kind of modifiers do actually come into the game. Me personally, I want to see some pretty cool stuff. Like, I want to fight up against Tyranid Bone Sword Warriors only, just have a melee combat operation just take place. I think that would be pretty sick. Or shit, something that would really piss me off, like a bunch of Zangor and Lian flying around. That would really get on my nerves. You guys know I hate the Zangor and Lian. However, I do think that this is a net positive for the game. I've been saying for a while now that something like gameplay modifiers is heavily needed so as to bring a lot of replayability to the game, because you guys already know that the operations as a whole can kind of get stale after a while, especially when there's nothing new about them except for some enemy variations here and there. So I do like the fact that they are now bringing modifiers into the actual PvE experience, which begs the question, what kind of modifiers are you guys excited for? Is there something that you guys specifically want? out of the Stratagems game mode, make sure you go ahead and let me know in the comments section down below. But moving on, the actual post also makes mention of accolades. So accolades, in my opinion, are probably going to work similar to how the ordeals work, where an exclusive currency unlocks rewards. It does make mention that there are free cosmetics and exotic weapons to be unlocked, and that personally makes me pretty excited. You guys already know I love grinding video games. I mean, my channel name is Behind the Grind, so give me a reason to grind this game and I will do that. Now, when it comes to the free cosmetics and exotic weapons, I think especially the exotic weapons parts has something to do with the Xenophase blade that was leaked earlier once this patch 9.0 actually came out. I made a video talking about the Xenophase blade if you want to check it out, but I don't know, what do you guys think that exotic weapon specifically refers to? Maybe we'll see some more Xenos weapons coming soon to the game. And when it comes to the free cosmetics, I just want a lot of cool different stuff. I don't want the boring ass lazy cosmetics that we've gotten from time to time, especially with the Siege update. I want to see some pretty cool like trophies, like the shoulder pauldron that we get for playing Absolute, or like some battle damaged armor like the helmet we got from playing Lethal. I want some of that stuff to be coming into the game, man. Or maybe we get some actual Deathwatch cosmetics like the ones that are in campaign. We did have that whole introduction to the game with the Kill Team Primus that Titus was a part of, and I want to see some of those Deathwatch cosmetics, or maybe we get some campaign cosmetics. I think that would be pretty cool as well. I just want to be able to dress up my Space Marine using some of the cosmetics that are already existing in the campaign. So go ahead and let me know as well in the comment section down below, what kind of exotic weapons do you think could be added to Space Marine 2? And so with that, all the way at the end of that specific post, they do mention that this new game mode will come in patch 10.0. It is confirmed that it is coming in patch 10.0, and that they will reveal more about this game mode later on. So we will get something new to play in patch 10.0 alongside all of the brand new content that is coming to the game. And me personally, I am pretty excited to kind of see what this brings to the table. Like I mentioned before, I want a reason to play this game. I do love playing Space Marine 2, and yes, it is important that games are fun, and that first and foremost, we should be playing a game because it's fun. However, let's not deny this. Let's call a spade a spade. It's really important for players to have something to work towards. Grinding cosmetics and grinding in-game achievements aren't the only thing that keep players around. However, it is a really important aspect of a game's life cycle in order to retain and keep players and ensure that players keep coming back to the game. Give people a reason to play the game and they will play the game. And so with all that being said, that's pretty much all I got for today, man. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe if you are not already. Also, if you wish to support the channel further, I'd encourage you to join the channel membership for exclusive perks. I'm so grateful for all the members, and your generosity is extremely appreciated, man. Click the link in the description down below if you want to become a member for $1 today. And thanks. This has been Behind the Grind, talking about the brand new Stratagems game mode coming soon to Space Marine 2 in patch 10.0. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!